Hey, you don't look confident, Bo. You don't look confident when you're doing that. You don't look confident.
Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Andre Tillman, and Hense
He got
Todd.
to win the Super Bowl touchdown.
Okay, got a catch. Anybody could have made that catch.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Guys, y'all got it. Comment. Guys, y'all.
I don't know what the trade details are. Hold on.
Woo!
Boom. Worthy.
Xavier Worthy.
Isn't that crazy? It's been 11 months since the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and it's gone by so fast.
Oh, it's time to piss straight off. Pull up a picture of 81. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Rashad Smith.
Rashad Smith.
There it is. The Chiefs have done their perfect draft.
Dre's gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's a Chiefs Blitz night. Breaking down the plays, keeping everything tight. From my homes to the defense, we can be the scoop. Real talk, real stats, we the ultimate troop.
I even bring MVS back.
Oh, is that live? Oh, throw me a curveball, why don't you? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, otherwise known as the MVS Fan Club. I'm your host, Nick Athan, with Mr. Hense Todd, Mr. Lou Montagna, and Coach Andre Tillman here on a Wednesday, getting ready for the Chiefs' first preseason game this weekend.
Against some dominating birds.
They'll be facing the Arizona Cardinals and their young, smallish, talented quarterback.
Come on, damn, Nick. Damn.
And
Come on.
we'll see what happens. Listen, no, I think he's a terrific player. I totally do.
I know.
He just hasn't had a lot of good teams around him and a lot of good coaches. So now it's on him. Now it's on him. He's got more talent and a better coaching staff. So he's got no more excuses. Right?
No more.
All right.
Shout out Ruben. Shout out DS and
Okoye. What's happening? What's happening? Dang, what's going on with your bro? And of course, Ruben.
That's it.
He's
For the rest of you out there, hello to you as well.
Yes,
We are shouting out the people that have commented, but everybody else, thanks for joining.
Hey, Ruben is the if Hense Batman, then Robin is Ruben.
Hey, don't you
I
start.
think it might be the other way around. I think Ruben might be Batman and Hense is the boy wonder.
Hey, well.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. So then who was Ken St. Clair's got to be in there somewhere, right?
Kenny does too, yeah.
Ken's up there. Kenny's up there.
Kenny's Superman.
Oh, you Superman?
Yeah, no question about it.
Okay,
That's what his wife said.
Well, hey.
What was that, Nick? Before we get off the rares, let's go welcome in our sponsor. We will have the update football one pretty soon, but baseball is still going on. So baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL. We're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball, and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right off the gamut, Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz. That's right. We make it pretty easy around here. Just hit the QR code with your cell phone. Take that snapshot. Go to your favorite browser. Goes right to our link. Put in the promo code Chiefs Blitz. Set up your account. Play $5. Get $50 and $50. Switch mics here in a second. And there you go. It's pretty simple around here. We will have a new football one available. We're getting ready for the weekend, so we're excited about that. The NFL is officially back. Yeah, we saw a weird preseason game, Hall of Fame game, but beginning Thursday, I believe through Sunday or Monday, you're going to see week 1 of the exhibition season, which means from today, we are technically about 31 days away from the Chiefs season opener in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where they'll face the division rivals, the Los Angeles wannabe Chargers.
So if somebody puts in the $5, scan the code and join up with Underdog, do they get one of those lucky hats in the background? No, we don't want the car. One of those hats.
No. I'm not giving away the helmets. Sorry.
No, the hats. The hats.
Yep, I hear.
Green hat in
the buck card is false advertising too.
False
That's not going anywhere either.
It won't be quite as good as that one, but there's still plenty of them. Who knows? Maybe I'll get generous if we get
who knows, right, Nick? Who knows?
If we get our subscribers up, listen, I got a lot of crap, and I probably have over 1,000 to 1,200 pieces. I probably sold about.
Evidently,
200.
we can only get our hands on one that's not available.
Yeah.
I kind of got it all organized now, though. I did sell a prized possession yesterday. I sold my 1963 graded Fleer set Kansas City Chiefs, including Len Dawson.
Wow!
So that is no longer part of my collection. It was. Yeah, and I sold another piece that was a top 10 item as well. So again, as everybody knows, I'm selling my entire collection. Everything's available. So anybody who wants some of my stuff, all they got to do is give me a buzz. I know, Demisio, you mentioned the Dawson stuff. I'll still give you first dibs. I'm sure by now you bought your wife the car, so you probably have the excess cash now. So anyway, anybody instant message me if they're looking for. I got current stuff. I got Mahomes stuff. I got Kelsey stuff. I got Tyreek Hill. I got a nice Tyrann Mathieu full-size helmet. He just retired from the NFL, and a lot of stuff from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Tyrann Mathieu.
You name it, I probably have it. If not, I can find it for you. So just instant message me or send me an email.
Safety on the Kansas City Chiefs
at gmail.com.
There you go. But with that said, we have a live show that's coming up this Saturday. Watch along live stream preseason special where the Chiefs will take on will take on the Arizona Cardinals in the desert.
Arizona Cardinals.
They're his. They're not mine.
Hey, that's what he said. He said yours. I said I was clapping for that one. He said your Arizona Cardinals are Arizona Cardinals. Yes, yes, guys. I know we all excited. I know we all excited.
Somebody's got to take credit for him.
We suck again.
Wait till week 4. Wait till week 4, week 5.
Okay. It's gonna be fun to see all the rookies go out there and shine, man. It's all about the rookies and guys who need to earn their spot. You need to earn your spot. That's what I'm talking about. Earn your spot, baby.
Return to the wacky sound bites there.
Absolutely.
The soundboard is back.
So with that said, we got something else that's going on with the foundation of Derek Thomas. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. I've been working with the Third and Long Foundation with Derek Thomas started, and Neil Smith and Duron Cherry have kind of taken over. They are doing the giving away the ultimate ride. This is a picture of Derek Thomas's Mercedes. That they are auctioning off. They are looking to raise a lot of money for the foundation to help with all the programs they do in the inner city schools and throughout Kansas City. It's a great foundation. I've been working with them for many, many years now. And it's really simple. They're going to do a raffle. There'll be a QR code. We'll show you in a minute. That's a picture of the car. They don't really drive it anymore. They just carry it around on a tow truck base. And they're putting in different places. So again, it's really simple. On October 16th, they will choose the winner. Tickets begin at $100. Just scan that code right there. We're going to put a banner up as well here shortly. It's a great car. Hense and I were point center for an event they had about a week and a half ago, which is an interview we also did with a couple of Chiefs legends as well that hopefully we'll clean up here and get out here in the next week or so. But it's a great event.
It's a raffle. They're not auctioning.
Auction, raffle.
You buy a ticket.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say typically there's a minimum bid.
It's $100. It's $100, and they have deals
to get your name in the hopper.
Get your name in the ring. So it's definitely worth it. A piece of NFL history. Derek drove that car to the stadium many times, to the school, to the clubs late at night, to wherever. But great memory, a great item. That's a one of a kinder. They're looking to raise a lot of money. What's
and
that?
The one and only shots, my shots. I took the shots, guys.
I did too. I made a donation as well. So,
of course.
Is anyone behind the wheel? Is it car?
Oh
No, it's just kinda
I
sitting
think that's
still.
Bo. I think Bo's behind the wheel too. He took the shot and he drove the car.
Bring that car back. Bring that car back.
Ain't that crazy? Bo, tell us, how do you do these things, Bo? You driving the car and you taking a shot. How you doing it?
But yeah,
doing this? Awesome.
And I took the shot. They look amazing. So, hey, the car looks fantastic.
It's in great condition. It's in great condition.
Great condition.
Yeah, the inside is immaculate. Again, it's a great opportunity to have a piece of Kansas City Chiefs history. Arguably, you're talking about one of the top 4 Chiefs of all time in the late Derek Thomas, gone way too soon. And again, it's the ultimate ride, the Derek Thomas Mercedes raffle. 100% of the proceeds benefits the Tron Cherry Foundation and the Third and Long Foundation. Again, tickets are only $100 for your chance to win.
Hey, why did Ruben call Nick the collector? He went to the Avengers, the collector.
The collector.
I can see Lou. I can see Lou riding it. I can see Lou in his hat.
I can definitely see it.
There'll be a Lou. Lou pulled up to the event. Lou, so are you everybody gonna put in for the raffles $100 to get in?
So is it gonna be shipped to Lou? If Lou do win, how's it gonna be shipped?
I don't know how they're gonna work with the shipping costs are, but my guess is you're probably gonna have to pay for the shipping costs.
There's an auto train somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, one of the 3 of us, for the right price and right donation, would be happy to drive it up there.
Drive it up to the North Coast.
Yeah, drive it up. I drive the mug around for a little bit.
Here. Absolutely.
I drive the mug around for a little bit. I put gas in it though, Lou. I put gas in it.
All right,
Just give me a couple days. Give me a couple days.
Very good.
Yes, yeah. Well, let's get into go ahead. You said Forever 58, gone too soon. Go ahead.
Obviously, rest in peace. Derek was one of a kind. I've shared my story with Derek numerous times about being at the strip club at 4:00 in the morning with him and some of his closest friends. And the next, that was at a Saturday night into Sunday morning. 7 hours later, you got Dave Craig for 7 sacks. So there you go.
I know you were single, Nick, around the time, wasn't you?
I was not. It was one of my best friends was a bachelor party, and we had decided we were going to go one more place, and we all had tickets to the game. We did not make it to the game. We went to Tanner Sports Bar
they had tickets to the game. They had tickets to the game.
We didn't have the ticket. We had the tickets. We didn't go because we were too hungover to go in that loud noise. And of course, Derek
got the real 58 going on.
Yeah.
Exchange them for some dances, man.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, I was just as shocked. I had heard the stories, but to see that firsthand, I was mighty shocked. So
some guys are just built differently, I mean,
he was a tremendous athlete. I firmly believe that if he'd lived and didn't get the blood clot, I think he would have walked again. I really think he would have found a way. He was such a physical specimen, a freak of nature. And I have an old workout tape of him at Alabama with the Chiefs coach.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
I gotta get converted.
That part. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. When I was when I was real young, man, I went to the barbershop over there in Purcell. And I got a chance to meet Derek Thomas, but I didn't know who Derek Thomas was. I was like, who was this guy? He was a regular, nobody around him. He just came in with his son and got his haircut. I was like, oh, Derek Thomas. I'm young. I don't know who Derek Thomas is for real. I'm like, oh, Derek Thomas. So I had a chance to kind of meet Derek Thomas. Now that I'm older, I wish I would have knew who Derek Thomas was. But yeah, I met Derek Thomas in the sense, man, at the barbershop, man. Had the son with him. I said, dang,
good person. Great person.
Yeah, he was.
But again, go in and hit that scan me right there. It say scan me, hit that QR code, scan it with your phone or screenshot it on your phone and go back to it and try to entry to win.
There you go.
Ultimate ride. So with that said, let's get into some of the updates, Mr. Lou.
So from at Mackenzie Nelson, Travis Kelce says Patrick Mahomes' arm is alive right now. And is always a step ahead. Yeah, Patrick winging it around. Matt Nagy said the same pretty much yesterday at his media appearance, if you would. But yeah, Patrick, he's feeling it, man. He's ready to go.
So his arm was never alive.
Also for Mackenzie Nelson. Do we know who Mackenzie Nelson is?
She's
on
a
fire
local
here.
reporter.
Nazi Johnson says he feels
41.
completely different, adds he doesn't even think about his knee, says he even feels better than before having the knee injury. So, yeah, I mean, Nazi blows out his knee a couple summers ago. So maybe this is it. Maybe that was slowing him down a bit last year. Didn't have the best season.
Hey, what's his number? It's his number 13, right? Is that his number?
He is number 13, yes.
Damn, and he keep getting smoked.
Christian Fulton is still out. We don't know when he's going to return.
Yeah, that kind of stinks.
All right.
So Harold R. Kuntz, also on the Chiefs beat. Kelsey says he's loving the energy of camp. Thinks Noah Gray has really stepped up and added, when asked about memories of St. Joe, ask me when I retire.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to retire after this year.
Oh, God. He looks sharp.
Your proposition. You never know how things go. So Mackenzie's on fire.
She's on fire today. Love it.
Spag says his eyes are on what his guys can and can't do this weekend. So they're going up against a different team. I think I saw the same thing. And he just wants to see them against other guys. You know, they're kind of getting used to each other. Both sides know the calls and everything. So let's see them against somebody in a different color jersey or a different team. I mean, it might be different shade color. I don't know what color the Cardinals are wearing, but also talked about Ashton Gelati there.
It's a beautiful shade of red.
And the bottom line is, again, just he's looking more comfortable out on the field. Obviously, these guys are rookies first Andy Reid camp. It always takes some getting used to. You can be told, you know, how difficult it's going to be, how quickly things are going to move and everything else. But the bottom line is, not only are you getting Spags' defense, shoved down your throat, you're also having to play, 100 plays a day in the sun and fully padded. Shout out to Galati. Shout out. It's a great time of year for these guys to get some action now against another team.
Right.
Pete Sweeney, Rice is dealing with a groin issue. A lot of soft tissue stuff happening around the league. So a lot of these, I would think, are just basically erring on the side of caution. You don't want something to get really aggravated during the preseason. Especially, if it's something that can be managed, and he's got plenty of work so far. So better to just kind of
Ashton Gelati is a real titan out there.
Let that thing settle
down.
You see
a real pass rusher. You see a real pass rusher after guys. We talking about Ashton Gelati all the time, man. You know he's something special because we keep talking about him. You know what I'm saying? They keep showing
Monday's show was all about Ashton Gelati.
Now the whole world know about Ashton Gelati, man. Shout out your boy, Coach. Hey, Louisville Cardinals, man. I feel your boy support you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Your boy Coach support Gelati. All right, I'm the first guy on the panel that bring Gelati. Yes, Bo, I scouted Gelati. Yeah, that's my guy. You damn right I did it.
Yeah. So let's see if that tune changes if he has a rough outing Saturday.
It sure will change. Say that.
So with that said, today is Wednesday.
Of course it's Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
You know why we're all here. We just kind of like all this other stuff, but the bottom line is this is why we're here, folks. The number one segment on YouTube. Let's get into it. It is Chief Who? That's right. I'm going to read a series of concocted clues that are going to bring you to one current Kansas City Chief. So it's somebody on the roster right now. So here we go. Clue number one. This Chief, you'd think he grew up near a military academy. Clue number two. Part of a national championship as a freshman in college. Part of a national championship team as a freshman in college. Came into the NFL very green. Very green. He's part Ali, part Lil Wayne socially. He's part Muhammad Ali and part Lil Wayne socially.
I think I know.
And the last clue, made a splash on HBO. And it looks like from the top rope, John Harrison right off the bat We teed him up with a meatball. Let's go, John Harrison. That's right. This week's Chief Who is none other than Jason Brownlee.
Man, put some big respect on John's name, man. Off the rip.
Yeah, remember when these used to be tough? Man, I tell you, I don't know what's happened.
Well, shit, hell, it's still tough.
All right, okay. Yeah, we got to give these guys a chance.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to say, boy.
Jason Brownlee, he grew up in West Point, Mississippi. Of course, the military academy in West Point, New York. Part of a national championship. He went to junior college. They won the national championship, Eastern Mississippi Community College. Came in very green, undrafted rookie for the New York Jets. His handle on social media is thegoat_Wheezy, ergo Muhammad Ali, Lil Wayne, and made a splash on HBO. He really showed up on Hard Knocks 2 years ago when the Jets were on. It was all about Aaron Rodgers and that whole thing, but he was the undrafted guy everybody was pulling for, making plays all over the place. So way to go, John Harrison. That's it for this week. Jason Brownlee, number 89. So he should be able to get a lot of reps on Saturday. It'd be interesting to see him in Thornton with real live bullets in this offense. So, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
John, Dame say he hit the easy button. John hit that easy button, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
It works.
John,
what do you got, John?
Make it look easy.
Mid-season form. We're still in summer ball.
Summer ball.
As always, brought to you by our friends at Underdog Fantasy Sports.
Fantasy.
Where Nick will be giving away one of those hats in the background.
Oh, something.
I have a lot of hats. I have a lot of hats. I got over 200 hats. Maybe I'll dive into those.
Oh, you been holding out of the hats?
What's the green one behind you?
Nah, damn, the green one. What's the white one behind it?
Hold on.
There you go. Yeah. Go promote, Lou. I mean, Nick, damn.
All right, so here we go.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Isn't that's a Monarchs hat?
Okay,
that's right, Lou.
This is a Monarchs hat.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh shit.
Signed by Mr. Buck O'Neill.
Oh, how much that running for?
It's a good question. Probably between 2 and 250, somewhere.
5,000.
No, about 2 to 250.
It's Buck O'Neill, man.
Virtually, and this is my old Kansas City Ace hat when I was a kid.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
that's right.
Damn.
Kansas City
what was that guy's name? He moved him to Oakland. Charlie Finley.
And Dre, they say.
Charlie O'Finley.
No more than Dre. Hey, listen. I am
school. Look at that.
Oh man, that must go right into a case.
This is some serious material.
Yeah, that should go right into the case. Yeah, but that Buck O'Neill hat is nice though. Is that right, Buck O'Neill?
Oh my God, but you're saying $200 for that? That's it?
Okay, 250.
Hey, Lou, damn, hold on, man, damn, you working on
that should be sitting in the Negro League Hall of Fame.
Should be,
man. Damn, that's a dope hat though.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm putting that mug up. You hear me,
Nick? That's yeah.
250. Whoever wants it, let me know.
250.
250.
That's a. Listen, I get that hat. I'm putting it in a case. I'm not even putting that on. That's Buck O'Neill, man.
Send me the 250. It's all yours. Better do it soon.
Better do it soon.
Boy, look at that.
You could wear it on the show.
Yeah,
I can't put that on.
I can't put that on, man.
I'll let them talk about
keep this thing rolling, man.
With that said, man, let's get right into Omarr NormanLott. What you got for us today, Lou?
All right, so evidently we're attributing these kind of question mark titles to Mango, right?
Correct.
Trench Dominator.
I love it.
So again, the question mark allows you to think: isn't he? Omarr NormanLott, affectionately known since draft night via Hense Todd as the Omarr Norman parking.
He's been parked.
Parking lot. Shut up, sir.
He's going to take your quarterback and stuff him in the parking lot.
Go ahead.
We hope so.
All right. So the aforementioned ONL. What are the expectations for the second round defensive tackle?
Well,
him in particular, or just in general? Let's stick with
general.
Yeah,
I'll say
in general.
Second round defensive tackle. Let's say this second round defensive tackle.
Okay, this
second round. Okay, so for this particular second round defensive tackle, listen, he had a little contract issue. They got it all worked out. He was still working in the offseason, getting ready for camp. Everything's been glowing. As much as they talk about Josh Simmons, they're talking about just as much with this young man on the defensive line. He's only got Mike Pennell ahead of him, and Mike Pennell is not a three down lineman. So he's going to get a lot of reps. He's going to get a lot of opportunity. He's probably going to split the playing time 50-50. And, he's got a high motor. He's strong. They desperately need a young, dynamic tackle in the interior of the offensive line that can get the most out of Chris Jones and the pass rushers that they have. So I think the sky's the limit for this kid. And I'm not putting him in the gold jacket yet, and I'm not saying, he's going to be the run-stopping force like a Pennell is, but give him 5 or 6 or 7 games, let him get his NFL cleats wet, and I think he could maybe get you 3 sacks, maybe 4 tops, and clog up the middle a little bit and open it up for everybody else. If he can take on 2 offensive linemen, he done a good job.
A potential 3.
I think this second round rookie, Mr. Parking Lot, I think he can come out. I feel like he can be that guy. I think he can be the guy of the future, man. I know Chris Jones. Chris Jones is, he's there. There's some big shoes to fill, literally. Big shoes to fill. This guy, I think he could be the next man up. Like I said a while back ago, I said he reminds me, body size, look size, weight size, the way he plays. He reminds me of Aaron Donald. But again, I feel like this kid can come out and be that guy when it's all said and done. And when all the other guys, I know they had the contract issues. The guys were trying to get their deal done and everything like that. But I feel like the Chiefs have found a key piece that was missing last year on a defensive line as well. And I think Omarr Norman-Lott, even though he didn't get that much playing time in Tennessee, could be that guy out of all these second round D tackles that got picked in the second round. What you got to say,
man? My expectation for this man just get some damn time. My expectation, just go out there, just get some time on the field, just get some time, because honestly, I haven't heard and seen nothing from this dude do anything at camp. So I listen. I get all this, bro. I get all the love, the parking lot deal. I just want that man to go out there and show the world what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, my expectations for this young man.
Practice ain't for everybody. Practice. Some guys.
Practice
ain't for everybody. All right, Luke, go, Luke.
Some guys aren't practice players. Was he on the field when you guys were there?
Yeah, he was on the field when we was there. But yeah, he wasn't like.
Yeah, I see the back of his jersey clear.
Okay,
it was nice and white too.
So he was working out. He's got a tremendous opportunity because, like Nick said, the really only established inside lineman that's there is Mike Pennell. Now, Jerry Tillery, they bring in as a free agent. You would expect him to be a starter. They didn't overpay him, but I think that's kind of the expectation. So we'll see what happens there. But if I'm going back to kind of like his strengths and weaknesses coming out, and it hasn't been that long. So here's the thing. In terms of where you expect him to excel is in penetrating and pass rushing. One gap penetrator. He's not really a guy that has like the upper body mass to be a 2-gap guy or to, be a big run stuffer. Upper body more so than lower. High motor. Nick mentioned that. Quick, lively hands. So I think the pass rushing piece of his game is really what's amplified. And if you look at some of the things that were negative towards him coming out, was he only really played his senior year in sub packages. So there was a lack of, I don't think they had the confidence in him as a run stopper. So again, lacks mass, gets pushed out of his gaps at times, needs to develop more moves as a pass rusher, but you could say that about any interior defensive lineman, especially coming out of college. And then not much as far as a bull rush. So he really relies on the hand play, getting up, kind of like knifing through the line and that sort of thing. So I would imagine if that's all they ask him to do, he's going to be fairly effective. If they are expecting him to be that first and second down inside guy, more of the kind of like run stopper, we'll have to see, because all accounts point to the fact that that's why he wasn't playing on those downs at Tennessee his final year. So there was some question about the number of snaps that he played. That's one of the reasons. And then they had other guys as well that were pretty good. But I would imagine some of those negatives is why he was a late second round pick versus maybe had an opportunity to go much higher.
They sub packages. We can't hear you, sir.
Right. So you're going to see, I think you'll see him on third downs a lot, passing downs, playing from the inside. And then if you've got Jones and Karlaftis and Amena on the field too, he's probably not going to get double teamed. So that's where I think he can excel and be very effective.
So basically
this year. And then he can develop those other things as time goes on.
Third down guy. So basically he probably be a third down guy.
All right. So how well do Norman-Lott's college stats translate to the NFL level? Quite frankly, he really didn't have many stats. And that, again, was part of the problem. I think he had 4 sacks in his limited role last year. So it remains to be seen. He's got the tools. I think he has the motor and the want to. They've got great defensive line coaches. There's some vets, obviously, practicing next to Chris Jones every day is going to help. So I think he can get there. But in terms of his college stats, I don't know it wasn't really his forte. It really wasn't a big thing like, oh, geez, he had like 4 years of production. Played his first 3 years at Arizona State. So it wasn't like it wasn't a huge number of sacks. In those
what you're telling me, basically telling me is the college stats don't matter. It's about what you're going to do in the NFL right now. It's basically what you're saying.
Not that they don't matter. That's not what got him drafted. You might see some guys that like, hey, he had double-digit sacks 3 years in a row, and that's kind of like the calling card. We really didn't see enough volume from him in college.
I'll say the volume I've seen from him is a high pressure rate. You know what I mean? The high pressure rate that he had, coming out of college. You know what I mean? That when he was in there, when the time given, he had a high pressure rate. Coming up the middle, him and Chris Jones could be nasty. I think he can bring them kind of stats, and those kind of performance that he was doing in Tennessee. And quite honestly, you kind of look at the their defensive line in Tennessee. Their pressure rating wasn't there until he was in the game. Until they was on pressure down, that's when you start seeing the other guys.
Pierce was pretty good.
Pierce, I said Pierce was good, but you go back and watch Pierce tape, you'll see Galati was in there as well, clogging up double teams as well. So that high pressure rate, him and his Aaron Donald skills. I know I'm saying it, but I won't be the first to say it. Him and his Aaron Donald skills, I think they can translate very well.
There's your classic difference. Go back, and coach, directly to you, I would say, go back and look at what Aaron Donald did his last 2 years at Pitt, where the production was just off the charts, right? In run stopping, pass rushing, all the multiple awards and so forth. So you can kind of see the guy's been a productive guy. Where I think Lott, it's more we see the athletic potential.
We see the potential.
We don't necessarily need him to be.
You hear that gold jacket
sack guy. Let's get him in there on passing downs, rush from the inside, and he'll be effective enough.
Let's get those jerseys dirty first, man.
Yeah.
What you have to say, Nick?
Sorry about that. I was doing a little work on the back end there for a second.
Oh, you good?
For me, I mean, we saw his rotation in college, and he was always fresh. He's going to have the same opportunity with the Chiefs, so I think the transition is going to be a pretty quick one for him. But I can't put him in the Aaron Donald category. There's no way I can do that.
Thank you.
Like Lou said, just because of the production, his junior and senior year, especially switching schools. Now, I love the fact he's wearing 55.
Not to mention he's a first ballot guy.
Yeah,
right.
55 is a good number to have. The great Frank Clark, who helped the Chiefs win Super Bowl 54, was a big part of the success and the turnaround of that defense under Spags.
Clean jersey.
Just has to. He's a guy that looks the part. I think he can fill the need for the Chiefs. I loved his attitude. in the offseason and what he had to deal with. But when you look at his college stats, if he has similar numbers to what he had in college, I'm good with it, especially in his rookie season.
So basically, he's just a high pressure guy. Basically, he's a good.
Well, he can be more than that. Yeah,
he right into the questions.
Yeah, he can definitely be more than that. We just don't know. How well is Mike Pennell going to play?
True.
Is he going to have to take over for him at some point? So can he be a 3-down guy? These are all things that we don't know because he did a lot of situational substituting because they had 8 guys on the defensive line at Tennessee and they all rotated. So that's a plus for him. It's a plus for him with Steve Spags because Steve knows that he can bring him in and he can rotate him in and out, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Let's get into some of the questions.
Get Crystal
all right.
Lee in here. She's been coming strong lately.
Yeah, she has.
I put it on the screen.
There you go. Got it? All right, there we go. The exception is that 55 will be one of the drivers in the field, and he won't be in the driveway. A lot. Love it, Crystal Lee.
Look at that.
Look at that. Stealing headlines. I've seen some film of Lott in training camp. Not going to judge early, but it didn't look good. There's a lot.
I don't want to say nothing though, but hey, I don't want to say much.
By the way, did those pictures from the field? Did those come from Hense Todd's camera?
No, they ain't come from me. They came from somewhere. Mango got them on it.
But there's some damn good clean jerseys. But I'm
clean jerseys. But again, let's get to the next question, sir.
All right. So, what are the best and worst case scenarios for Norman-Lott, considering his strengths and weaknesses?
Well, I mean, the worst case scenario is that he stays behind Pennell the whole season long and he doesn't advance up to the ones. I guess that'd be the worst. I think his strengths are, like Galati, an endless motor. He goes full throttle. He goes full speed. He's got the body size you want. Now, I personally think even with that body size, he could put on a little bit more girth, maybe next year, and add a few pounds, a few bulk, a little bit more muscle. And, we'll see what kind of dominating presence he can be inside. He's going to be given every opportunity. But, his weakness will be his inability to adjust to the NFL level, which I don't think. But the strength is he just keeps going. He doesn't stop. He's got a tremendous work ethic. And if you have a big time work ethic, that leads to success on the field. I mean, he goes all in every snap, and so I think that's his biggest strength.
I think his biggest strength is pass rush rate. And that's what you need in an NFL on the D line. That's it's coming. It's already turned into like the world passing league. Now the running backs are coming back. The wide receivers can't hardly be touched without a flag. So you're gonna need that pass rate. Rating that he can win the weight row that he have. Now the weakness could be just Tennessee to school, right? It could be the Tennessee wide receivers that Lou said they come out, they don't attempt to be nothing in the NFL. Then
they're up there with the Baylor guys.
They up there, but also and you can also say that about that some of their D line, but they safeties have been good at corners and stuff and coming out. But a lot of people said it about they D line coming out as well. So could that be a weakness up on his staff, and or could Spags and everybody they bring that out of him and bring, because they did see him as a second rounder, high pick, and a lot of came out of nowhere. Not for me, he didn't come out of nowhere, but everybody else that was like, where is this kid? But I feel like this kid, his pass rate, but that weakness right there with just playing with Tennessee overall. See if he can change that, that mind frame and see what Spags can bring out of him within his training camp. I know that Dreyer saying that we always see is the back of his jersey standing around. But hey, you got to learn Spags defense somehow, from
the sideline, man. It's important to learn from the clipboard.
Also, he came in, to his credit, and a lot of the second rounds came in a little late. They was trying to deal their contract issues as well. So that's what came in late as well. So I know a lot of people said they're not seeing enough for him, but when season starts, you will thank me later. Go ahead.
Okay, we will, because I like what you just said too. You said because the reason why he was on the field because of the clipboard, because he was studying, and then you said something about the contract situation. So that's why he really wasn't put out there. You know what I'm saying? I get that. So my thing is with him is the best case scenario for him is to get time out there with Chris Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he does have a high pressure rate.
Weakness.
He does. I'm trying to get some love, show some love to the boy. Well, the worst case scenario is that man is on the bench. It's the man be on the sidelines, man, through the whole season. That's the worst case scenario. And he don't get no PT time. You know what I'm saying? Which I think he will. I think on passing downs, you're gonna see a lot on passing downs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a lot. You're gonna see a lot. You know what I'm saying? On passing downs.
I like that. A lot.
A lot. Hey, that's my stuff, man. A lot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot on third down, on passing down. So that's the best scenario for me. But the worst case is for him just not to be on the field at all. You know what I'm saying?
I think the worst case would be is if somebody like Mike Pennell got hurt, or they don't have like a true run stuffer. Pennell's like the exact opposite. He can be the guy that soaks up a double team. That's more of a run stuffer. He can get some push in the pocket, but he's not really known as a pass rusher. Right. So that's kind of where he comes in, where Norman-Lott comes in. And I mean, it's just really sounding redundant, but the bottom line is that's kind of what he's going to be as a rookie. And that's where his kind of lane is going to be. His contribution to that line is, I think, just kind of, I'm sure that he'll get opportunities first and second down to prove what he can do. But, based on his strengths and weaknesses coming in, again, one-on-ones, passing downs, put pressure on the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Nick, go ahead and get to John's statement there.
John, don't worry about lots of limited snaps in college. He'll develop. Eric Swan, former Arizona Cardinal, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Never played in college, played 10 years in the league. So, yeah, he skipped the whole process, or actually he was ineligible to play college football.
Guy just got a gold jacket, never played it down.
Yeah, he did. That's football, pretty impressive.
So, I mean, right. I hear you, John, but I guess just looking at him, after seeing him on the field, we can only deal with what we've seen and what he brings at this point. And yeah, it's an excellent point. There's plenty of guys out there that have come undrafted free agents, guys that were limited, didn't play much college football. So there's stories like that. And I appreciate you bringing up the history of the game, especially, for coach, former Arizona Cardinal, big man, Eric Swan.
Eric Swan, man. Yeah.
Yeah. How much playing time would Norman-Lott get this season, given the competition in the defensive line room? I know Dre said he's seeing the back end of seeing the back of his jersey, but this is a depth. There's a lot of depth on this defensive line.
A good depth piece.
Good depth piece. What you say?
See the back of his jersey on top of an opposing quarterback. I say that's pretty good.
Like hell.
I think that works for me. So I'm not going to be discriminatory toward his jersey. I mean, my goodness. I mean, this kid. Listen, he's going to get as much playing time as he can handle, and as long as he's productive. Again, Lou makes a great point. The worst case is if there's an injury to Mike Pennell and he's got to go in right away. I don't think he's ready for that. I think he can play 45% of the defensive snaps for the first 4, 5, 6 weeks. Then after that, maybe it increases. But then when does the rookie wall hit? Is it week 10, week 15, week 14? Where they're going to need him in the postseason. So you got to balance all that out with young players. Now, fortunately for the Chiefs, and the way Spags runs his defense is this fact. He has made sure that his young players don't have that fall off on defense as they get toward December and January football. And that's a testament to him and his incredible coaching staff and his philosophy. So the playing time is going to be based on that one thing. Is there going to be an injury up front, or is he just so dominating that the Chiefs have no choice? But either way, he's going to be a rotational guy this year. And whether he, quote unquote, starts the game or not, it's how he ends the game, I think, will determine, what we all view him to be.
I'm going to go to my fellow mate at the end of the line, at the other end of the line, Lou. Lou said it's shorts and practices, right? So we don't want to really judge preseason. You really don't. Because, I feel like this kid, even Mike Pennell was standing out there, the first one to come out the field.
Padded practices, though.
I know, but I feel like Omarr Norman-Lott is parking lot is probably going to be he's going to be his first game in Brazil. He's going to be starting next to Chris Jones. Mark my words.
All right.
The playing time is starting there. He's going to be the starter going into day one of week one of the Chiefs, and Omarr Norman-Lott is going to be Chris Jones, Omarr Norman-Lott, George, and it's going to be the other guy, Galati, on the other side. It's going to be your starters coming in right off the.
Okay.
Mark
Listen to you, man.
I'm trying to tell you, everybody's looking at, okay, this person ain't. It's a lot of guys in camp going around the NFL that we kind of look at it like, oh, this person, that person. But when it's all said and done, and we look at the roster, like a lot of people, like we threw out the roster the other day. A lot of people was like, oh, hey, why is he there? Why is he all the way down there? It's just a preseason roster, you know what I mean? And also it's just training camp. A lot of guys, he could be sit back and just learning the tools and sit back and evaluating what's going on in Spags. I guarantee you, they're gonna choose Mike Pennell. I know Mike Pennell did good in what 58 Super Bowl 58, but you go back to the last Super Bowl, it didn't look that well. You know what I mean? So the Eagles dominated. But hey, if you got it, when it's all said and done, I think Amari Parking Lot is going to be your starter. In week one, mark my words. You know what I mean? I can give up something. What y'all want me to give? I'll give up the Chucky doll in the back.
You think he's going to start week one?
Give up your seat. Give up your seat. Give up your seat.
All right, I got a quarter beans on the line. I don't think he's going to be the starter week one.
He may have to by default.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't, I think I really think that they like Tillery and they brought him in for a reason. He's a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
He's been around. He's going to play. In terms of how much he plays, let's see if all of a sudden he's in on running downs and they're jamming Amari and Hampton down their throats, they're going to be like, okay, we may need to shore this up a bit. So it all depends on him and how he performs in those areas.
Man,
Again, we'll go back to the previous questions in there. They're all kind of intertwined here.
They are.
The bottom line is he's going to play. I think they're going to continue sub packages just to see how that goes. Mm-hmm. Mix him in on some running down, see how that goes as well, and then he'll earn more time as we go. Because you can say what you will about Derek Nottie, he chewed up a lot of snaps playing inside and being the run stuffer and everything else. Tershawn Wharton, God bless him, he got paid by the Panthers. He chewed up a ton of snaps inside.
So basically, can he eat? Can Parking Lot eat?
Is he going to be able to fill one of those voids? Is it going to be Tillery and Pennell? It's going to be a combination of three of them, and maybe probably going to be another guy thrown in there as well.
Hey, the real question is, how big is this man's appetite? How big is Parking Lot's appetite, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you hungry like that, you're gonna get on the defensive line if you're hungry. But look at the contract situation. I don't know, man. I don't think he's that hungry right now. I don't think he's hungry because, like what Bo said,
can we stop about the contract situation?
It's on the sideline. No, I cannot because that's a part of him.
No,
that's a part of him, Lou. And my man be on the sideline.
You're taking
by default. He's gonna come by default. He's not ready.
You're taking a snippet of information and turning it into a narrative so you can say whatever the hell
turn
it is you're saying.
Big, Lou. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna make it real
big.
The
bottom line is none of those second round guys was going to sign a deal until
you ain't schooling me because he's on the sideline
until the fully guaranteed money stopped.
Right,
man. And once they all signed, and he missed hardly any time at all. And it wasn't an individual thing. The money is slotted. You're not going to get more money. You're not going to get less. Just a matter of how much was guaranteed. So I'm not going to hold that against
Lou remind me of that cool uncle. That, you know what? He's cool. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that because they all does that. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about none of that because
you're making it a big deal, but it wasn't like him saying that you're not paying me enough money. I'm holding out, everything else. I mean, no, that is like a loop.
Hey, my problem, man. Don't put it out there. If it's out there, I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay, you can talk about it, but be truthful and be factual.
Ain't that what happened? But ain't that what happened though? Was he not signed? Huh?
Okay. Did it take him a minute to get signed? I think everybody else besides you understands where this came from.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All I'm saying is, man, hey, he's not gonna listen this year. Hope like hell nobody get hurt on the defense line because if so, he's gonna start. But who he is, he's not gonna start right away. He's not gonna start right away. That's all I'm saying.
We're
Lou, I know. Lou
Lou
has a tender
That has
spot.
nothing to do with how much he's going to play. It has zero
Lou,
to
you
do.
have a tender spot for these guys, and I get it. You have a tender spot for your
The only
Chiefs players,
situation
man.
that was like that was the kid from Texas A&M and Cincinnati. They were arguing over some language in the contract, and he was like, "I'm not having it. Give me what the guy got."
He wants to do bad things off the field and still get paid.
I just hope like hell your boy parking lot gets busy somewhere. I hope he find a place on this damn defensive line to get busy. That's all I'm saying.
Basically, what you said is his fault for holding out for more money.
It's his fault.
And he will or he won't.
Okay, let me
It
explain.
had nothing to do with his
Don't
rookie
shoot me.
contract.
Let me
Don't shoot
explain
Don't shoot me
economics.
now. I'm just speaking my mind. Don't shoot me.
Okay, you can speak your mind, but you're wrong. Let me speak economics.
Whatever, Nick.
Bottom line is this: all the agents who had second-round picks made the decision that they're going to hold out their clients for more guaranteed dollars.
Wow.
And what happened? The NFL bent, and now a lot of these rookie contracts they were scale from 100% to 60% guaranteed versus the 100% guaranteed for the first round picks. This is just mathematical economics to set the table for the next negotiation, and this is exactly how it's going to go. Mark my words.
Right.
The players will agree to an 18-game schedule, which Roger Goodell wants. If you are drafted, you get a guaranteed contract for the balance of the 3 or 4 years or 5 years or 4 years. And then the first, the 1 year option, the 5th year option for the first round picks, 4th round, 3rd round, 2nd round, 5th round. Maybe they don't go 5, 6, 7, but it's going to be an opportunity for them to negotiate. So the agents wanted to see how this worked.
It was kind of a loophole in the CBA,
correct,
where it was just basically up to the teams, and it was only the first 20 were supposed to be fully guaranteed. And then picks 21 through 32, they just started negotiating more. They started getting guaranteed deals. Then I think the top 2 picks in the second round, they got fully guaranteed deals, and that's what kind of slowed it down. But again, he missed that much time, and it wasn't like Norman-Lott standing up and saying, "I'm not showing up. This isn't a fair deal," or whatever. That's just
never mind me. It's just a T talking.
Hey, the union's in a state of flux.
I bet it is the
NFLPA is in a state of flux right now. The owners have always maintained the upper hand, but I think that the fact that they want this 18-game schedule more than anything else.
It's that CBDT.
Yeah, I'm confident that the players are going to get a few things that they didn't have.
Lose a bit.
You're getting really comfortable there, Coach.
Yeah, there it is, man.
But I'm gonna get to the last question of the on NormanLott. Go ahead, Mr. Lou. Go ahead and read it for us.
Okay, long term, is NormanLott the future at defensive tackle for the Chiefs, or will he a rotational player? Well,
long-term answer.
I believe, just by definition, the way that Spags rotates those guys, it's almost by default you are a rotational player.
Right.
But I guess in the spirit of the question is, can he become like a fixture, like a Chris Jones or George Karlaftis getting a second deal? So I think he has the opportunity to get a second deal. And I think at first he will be that inside sub-package rusher. As he matures and, like Nick said, maybe he fills out a little bit and is able to, once given the opportunity, play the run at least good enough to be on the field regularly on first and second down. So then obviously he would have a much better chance at getting that second contract. So yeah, I think he has the ability to do that. It's just really a matter of reps. And again, got to prove it. Got to prove it every day and have a consistent year this year and next and the year after.
Yep. I totally agree. I mean, I
can't hear you, bro. Microphone, brother.
Who, me? Am I out?
Yeah, I think in the future, man. I think they see something in him, and they grab him in the second round. That's a high, grab a pick like that in the second round. I I think he's gonna be taking over for Chris Jones. And I know everybody say Hense.
Oh my God.
I'm saying he's Aaron Donald. I'm thin. The size wise, the weight wise, he looked like the kid. You know what I mean? And also, you watch put on the tape from Tennessee. I know we see a lot in practice, but I think he's not going to be no rotating player. I think he's going to be the player. Not you got just saying he's just standing out there in a practice by himself, but you also see him sitting next to Chris Jones. And also, the Raiders coach was in camp today as well. And you know, the old Raiders coach was in camp today. Antonio Pierce, and you know who he was a one-on-one talking to? Omarr NormanLott. So that's what I'm saying. They got something in there for this guy.
We would love to add him to the staff for sure.
Okay. He's on the sideline right next to Chris Jones, and that's remarkable.
Do you know why? Do you know why he would be talking to Omarr Norman-Lott?
Hey, just trying to bring the best out of him. You know what I mean? Trying to bring the best out of him.
Antonio was on Herm Edwards' staff at Arizona State when they recruited him. So there's a relationship there. But no, I mean, I put that out to the groupers to let the rumors begin. But no, the way Spags talks about Antonio Pierce, and he said it himself, it's the way he thinks about Nick Bolton. Mm-hmm. He has to have that Mike linebacker that speaks his language and thinks the way he does and can just kind of get everybody set and rolling. And that was I think the first guy that he had in that role that he felt that comfortable with. And now he's got another one. And just, and Antonio Pierce, he's wearing Chiefs gear. It looked really weird. Right, and the shorts, the shirt on the hat, the whole thing.
Man, from the Raiders to the Chiefs, sell out.
Well, also I was saying too, a lot of people said, "Oh, yeah, Patrick Mahomes." When he came in, he was behind Alex Smith on holding the clipboard too. So the next Chris Jones is doing the same thing. So yes, you can sit here and say he's not getting in practice, he's not getting this, he got getting that, but the guy is doing the same thing. I'm saying. Yes,
go ahead.
Chris is like 6'6", hold on, 3 whatever. I mean, he's just Chris Jones is like such a freaking name.
Hold on, Lou. I'm not gonna let that pass. First of all, Patrick Mahomes was elite in Texas Tech. We knew Mahomes was a gunslinger. He was lighting it up. Norman-Lott didn't light nothing up on that line, bro. They put him in sub package. He was man. Come on, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro. We're not gonna do that.
Like John said, it's a lot of guys that do good in college, but they still come out to be good.
Now the man don't need practice. That
may not
be a sub package guy.
May not be the best
tutoring.
Guy.
Please, this dude.
But all of that, it's one more comparison as well. Yeah. Yes. You know what I mean? A lot of one guy that did good in college as well came out to be the first wide receiver took it off the board, and Marvin Harrison, but he's not doing well. So we will be talking about that.
Hold on, wait. First of all,
we will be talking about this live.
You're not going to throw that out there, sir. Don't get mad at me because Lion is second string.
I'm just saying. Like Marvin Harrison, you ain't see him.
Marvin Harrison got 800 plus. He got 800 plus.
800 plus.
How's he a bust? How is he a bust?
Yeah. Boys, I think the thing with Marvin Harrison in his rookie year, I think the expectation was just so
crazy
high. Right, for you're going to come in, be a number one receiver right off the bat and everything. And now some guys have been able to do that. I mean, Jamar Chase came in, kind of hit the ground running, and whatever. But over the last, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 years, at least 3 or 4 receivers that come in, hit the ground running, have huge years, numbers wise and so forth. So I would fully expect Harrison Jr.'s numbers to be.
Oh, it's going to shoot up.
I think he'll be a top 10 receiver in the league.
I think he'll be a solid 300 this year.
I think Ray's going to be a solid piece for the Chiefs.
But again, if you look at it, we got a live watch along this Saturday special preseason special. Right. Chiefs Blitz that you can watch here live, where we're going to be going over the score predictions, all the games that's also going on as well, the previous games that happened, and all the latest Chiefs news we'll be talking about live on Saturday. So you guys don't want to miss out. Tell a friend, say, hey, if I can't make it to Arizona, I will make it to Four Guys in a bar.
Want to know what's going on? We'll tell you.
Yeah. If you can't go to a bar on your own and watch with your pals, sit with us. We'll be your pals and
sip on your favorite drink. Sip on your favorite drink with your boys, man.
Yeah. And we'll,
Yes,
and we'll watch Coach crying his beer.
Oh,
all the Cardinals rookies
whatever.
seem to crap the bed.
Whatever. I'm excited though. Football's back, gentlemen. I'm excited though.
Football,
I'm excited
and that's
to check it out.
crazy. We are, a couple of days away from Chiefs football. You know what I mean? And I'll, also, not to be promoting Wednesday, but I'm gonna watch Wednesday today when I get off the show. Daughter keep on texting me about it, telling me about Wednesday. The movie.
Oh, we're talking about Wednesday from the Addams Family.
Yeah, Wednesday on the Addams
yeah,
Family.
yeah.
Because
Yes.
Lou was like Wednesday, so Lou want to know what do you mean by Wednesday?
Well, I kind of thought so, but I'm glad you clarified that was going to be a question for sure.
At least it knows it's Wednesday, right?
Say that again.
At least it's Wednesday, so that's all good, right?
That part.
So-
That part.
Right?
It's Wednesday, and you're gonna watch Wednesday today. Also, hey, guys, you don't want to, don't
Is
forget.
Jenna Ortega too old now to play Wednesday? I mean, it seems like Wednesday was always like a
She
little
looks like
girl.
she had
yeah.
some work done too, and I'm just like,
Hey, easy, Nick. What?
Easy.
She's a maturing young lady.
Easy,
What do we
Nick.
work? What work?
I can't wait to see. I seen the first season. The first season was pretty good. It's pretty damn
the
good.
first season was pretty good. They had a great
Also,
cast.
Pretty damn good.
Also, don't forget the raffle that's going on for the
That's
the
right.
raffle.
Get the ultimate ride. Derek Thomas's
they kept them, clean.
1993 Mercedes-Benz. Very simple. They're doing a raffle. It starts at $100 per ticket. You can just scan that code. We'll also have some banners. A buddy of mine's making some banners for us. So we'll have those available as well. We'll put those up on the site, promote them on the website and on the show. And just a great way to give back to the Derek Thomas Foundation and to Deron Cherry's foundation. They are working hand in hand these days and trying to help some of the people less fortunate in the Kansas City area. This is a foundation that was started by Derek Thomas and Neil Smith back in the day. And this is a great opportunity to have a piece of history. And that history will include Derek Thomas's car that has, I think, 65,000 miles on it. I'll double check, but it's got very low mileage. It's certainly drivable. It's been cleaned up and fixed up, and it's all great. So definitely make sure that you do that as well.
Okay.
There
So
you
with
go.
that said,
Hey, real quick. If
Yeah,
you
I got something I want to shout out. Okay,
go
can I
ahead,
do that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Can I do that? John Harrison. He was talking about enjoying it at the bar. 12 years sober. Appreciate that. I will be 10 years sober in January. So.
Oh,
We do
congratulations!
like going to the bar. We do like watching games, but
Yeah.
I will drink water.
No,
And so
no,
You were
no
drinking a
judgment.
light ginger ale, huh? A light ginger ale.
I
plenty of
can't do
sparkling
ginger. I can't do
water.
bubbly drinks. Bubbly drinks are for
Plenty of zero alcohol, non-alcoholic drinks. Don't worry about that,
Well,
guys.
if Nick
don't worry.
snaps, hey guys, if
It's
Nick
more
snaps, he's not
about
drinking.
being at the bar with the crew, listening
There it
to
is.
just the madness
yes, all the
that,
banter and enjoying.
that
Hey, guys.
ensues once
Hey,
Chiefs
if
kick
Nick,
the
hey, if
ball.
Nick drink, just know when Nick snaps, guys, it's not the drink. That's just who Nick is. So if Nick passionate about the game, it's not the drink because he don't drink. So that's just who Nick is, guys.
Congrats, John. Big winner today with the Chief Who and a big winner off
Yeah.
as well.
Heck yeah.
That might be
So,
2 in a row, huh, John?
Yeah,
Might be
Chris.
2 in a
So
row.
Crystal with the final word. Chris Jones, so against the run, but 55 will be able to be all around the defensive tackle, stout against the run and a pressure
Wow.
sacker.
Okay,
There it
now
is, Crystal Lee.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
again, we're
You found your.
we're
you
going to
found
disrespect
your
an actual gold
mate
jacket
there, right
guy,
there.
and we prop up the
hey, Crystal
pseudo.
Lee,
And I mean that in the
Gold
nicest
jacket
way,
guy.
Crystal.
it's
I hope you didn't
Crystal
offend
Lee.
me.
I'm with you because you know what, Crystal Lee.
Crystal is
You know-
bringing it again.
you know what,
She
Crystal
is
Lee?
choosing
They don't-
violence.
they don't-
more
they don't
and
know.
more.
Violence.
You know what, Crystal Lee? They just don't know, so we got to tell them.
All right.
You didn't know. You have to call somebody.
Wait. So parking lot is better than Chris Jones. Is that what we saying? Is
That's the way it
that what we saying? Is that what we saying?
You better call somebody. So with that said, we will see you guys Friday, one step closer to preseason action.
Yeah. Hey, bring your questions. Put them up on social media, and we'll answer them on Friday.
Well, let's cut back in. What you say,
Yeah,
Lou?
so guys, go on X, go on Instagram to @Chiefs Blitz, and if you have questions that you want to have answered on the show Friday, put them there, and we'll make sure that we get through them. And you'll have every opportunity to have your questions read, just as you do most days. But this way we get a good cross section and kind of figure out which way we want to go with it. But go ahead and fill up the Mango's account there at Chiefs Blitz with all the questions you have leading up to Saturday night's game.